Nice to be in St. Louis. We are looking forward to being back in this competition as an organization. Personally, both as a player and coach, I've been through this dance many a times throughout my career. I've been lucky enough, and we're just really excited. We understand the competition we're up against. They're a very good group, particularly early in the season, and we expect a extremely tough match, but one we're looking forward to. Early in the season, both teams aren't going to be at full steam, and both in rhythm and personnel. We're down a few guys, but we think we're going to put a team out there that's going to be competitive, and hopefully we can get some type of result that sets us up to succeed over the two-leg series.
Bueno, para nosotros es muy importante siempre los torneos, ¿no? Y sobre todo competir. Es un torneo nuevo para nosotros, entonces queremos encararlo de la misma manera con la que terminamos la temporada pasada, con muchas ganas, yendo partido a partido, y es una linda oportunidad para mostrarnos y ir haciendo crecer el club, ¿no? Entonces creo que es la oportunidad que nos presenta este año nuevo y esperemos enfrentarlo de la mejor manera con este equipo.
From your experience with tournaments like this, two legs, what's the significance of the first game? What do you look for in the first game?
We look for a result. It's no different than any other game. You always want to win, and but if you get out of here with something, it bodes well for a return leg, and so there are some nuances to that. But really, again, we understand it's going to be a building that has high energy. It's always a great place to play. We came here last year, and the energy here is really impressive. It's a wonderful addition to this league. And, we talk about it. We try to prepare the guys for what's going to be a great opportunity and a great venue, and to what to expect from them and some of their strengths and weaknesses. So it's not much different than a regular season game in how we prepare. But certainly, you don't want to let it get away from you, though. With the two-leg game, you got to be a little bit careful with that stuff. But not much changes.
It's one thing when it comes to the preparation. It's one thing to prepare for an MLS team that's been around for a while. It's another to prepare for the very first game of the season to a relatively new franchise with the additions that City's made. How do you guys go about that preparation process? Do you feel it out the first 15 minutes of the game, or do you go in with maybe just take from last year and play with them?
Oh, we have a lot. They're new, but we have a lot of information on them. Not necessarily in the preseason. We understand some of the additions, but we don't anticipate them changing how they're going to go about the game. I know Bradley enough, and I know what he believes in, and so you can anticipate how they're going to go about the match, in particular at home. Doesn't make it easy. You can understand it as much as you want, but there's still the whistle will blow, and what they do it very well. They've got some personnel, some profiles here that are as good as anybody in the league, and Lowen and the big fella up top's not a lot of fun to go against. So it's a tall task, but one again we're looking forward to, and we think we have a team that right now that we can get something out of this. No benefit whatsoever to playing St. Louis as the first game. We would have preferred maybe going somewhere that was, that the task wasn't maybe as daunting. And I think there's some other teams, but this is what it is. This is what we've been dealt. We're a good side. They're a good side. when you think of CONCACAF, it's interesting, right? You're playing St. Louis in the first round of your CONCACAF. It's not really always how it's been, but also shows the growth of this league. And he sees how many teams have the opportunity now to get into CONCACAF. So it's a little bit of a new landscape here, where before you were always matched up with a Saprissa or a Firpo or somebody in Central America or the islands, and then kind of the Mexican teams came into it at a certain point, and usually it was the U.S. and Mexican teams, and maybe Saprissa. The landscape has changed, and I think it shows the growth of this league and the quality that some of these MLS groups are putting out now.
Bueno, ahora lo vamos a enfrentar en una competición totalmente diferente, donde ellos tendrán la misma gana que nosotros de ganar esta fase. Nos toca jugar primero que todo de visita, va a ser un partido complicado el día de mañana, pero también hay que tener en cuenta que tenemos partido de ida y vuelta, en casa cerramos, así que mañana hay que hacer un partido muy inteligente, reconocer la intención de ellos desde el inicio y cerrar bien en casa, que va a ser lo importante de esta llave, que jugamos en casa y podemos cerrar mejor.
En el aspecto personal, hoy se anunció que renovó contrato con el equipo. En tus palabras, ¿qué significa para usted mantenerse aquí los próximos años?
Bueno, muy contento, la verdad, por extender mi contrato con el Houston. Agradecido por la nueva oportunidad que me dan de seguir contando conmigo, darme esa confianza para el crecimiento del equipo y yo la verdad que muy comprometido a la hora de tomar esta decisión, no lo dudé, estoy contento aquí y quiero seguir disfrutando junto con el club y seguir creciendo como futbolista y como institución junto al Houston.
Yeah, we're thrilled. Right? We're absolutely thrilled that we could keep Coco around at this club. He's a huge part of the group, both on and off the field. And he's a huge part of our success last year, and he'll continue to help us every game. He's one of the best players in this league. And again, just happy to continue to work with him and have him a part of the group.
Coco, perdón, necesito practicar el español, pero aquí en St. Louis, en City Park, los fans tienen mucha fuerza, mucha energía y mucha pasión. ¿Cómo te sientes en este partido, el primer partido de temporada aquí en St. Louis?
Bueno, San Luis es un equipo que el año pasado hizo su debut en la liga, les fue muy bien. Por ahí los fanáticos levantaron esas ganas que traía el equipo y eso pienso que fue el motivo de la cual el resultado del año pasado fueron un gran equipo, terminaron de primero. Pero sabemos que para lograr cosas hay que enfrentar a rivales importantes como el San Luis y nosotros sentimos que hemos hecho una buena pretemporada. Mañana hay que ser muy inteligente para enfrentarlo y tener en cuenta que hay dos partidos, el de visita y el de local, y el más importante va a ser ambos, pero el más importante para nosotros va a ser el de local, pero el de mañana hay que ser muy inteligente para sacar buen resultado.